Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to Hatton Stadium in New London, where it's a beautiful day for baseball right here on Zaleski Sports. My name is Jacob Link and I'll be on the call for the opening game of the Wisconsin American Legion AA state tournament between Medford Post 147 and New Richmond Post 80. Medford comes into this contest with a 13-4 record during American Legion play, and they took down Merrill 11-5 in 5 innings in the regional final July 27th to advance to the state tournament. And on the other side, New Richmond is 10-5 this summer, and they beat River Falls 8-3 in their regional final to book their spot to Hatton Stadium for the state tournament. Now it's time for the starting lineups for both squads. Let's start off first with the visitors in Medford. The starting lineups are brought to you by Associated Bank, where in every market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. Leading things off for Medford is number 5, Tanner Harabi. He'll be playing shortstop this afternoon. Batting second is Parker Listener, who'll be playing third base. Peyton Schreiber bats third, and he'll be the pitcher this afternoon for Medford. J.V. Castillo will play second. Jackson Bloomberg will be batting fifth, and he will be behind the dish. Charlie Gyro will be first base. And here's the opening pitch as he squares to bunt as Robbie pitches, pops it right up, and making the play in foul territory was Bennett Schreibner, for New Richmond. And there's one away. That brings up Parker Listener to the plate. On the mound for New Richmond is Aiden Eckert, as that first pitch is in there for strike one. The pitch. That one's driven to right field, tracking over there and making the play is Tanner Jess for out number 2. So with 2 down now in the top half of the first inning, that brings up Peyton Schreibner.
2 down for the Medford pitcher, number 25, Peyton Schreiber.
Eckhart steps back onto the mound, working from the full windup. Here's the first pitch to Schreiber. That one's in there for strike one. Eckhart working fast here. There's the 0-1 pitch. Sends that one over the head of his catcher. And that evens the count to 1-1. The 1-1 delivery. That one's upstairs once again. And now the count is 2 balls, 1 strike to Schreiber. The pitch. Big swing and a miss that time from Schreiber. Now it's 2-2, and Eckhart is now 1 pitch away from putting up a 0 in this top of the first. The windup, the delivery, and Schreiber follows it off on the first base side, hits the wall out there. We'll have 2-2 once again. Here's the pitch. Misses outside, and now the count is full. Eckhart with the windup and the delivery. Misses high and outside once again, and Schreiber draws a walk. So with a runner at first base and 2 out, that brings up the second baseman, J.V. Castillo. As Castillo awaits the pitch from Eckhart. Here it is. That one's right down Main Street for strike one. Eckhart from the stretch. He deals. Castillo pops this ball up foul first base side, and that'll get out of play. Castillo's down on the count, 0-2. Aiden Eckhart is a senior for New Richmond. And here's his pitch. Curveball belted to center field. Should be an easy play. And it is for Zajac. And that will... Well, Medford did get a runner on base. They were unable to tack on a run in this. The first, we will head to the bottom of the first inning right here on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
Welcome back to American Legion State Tournament AA action between Medford and New Richmond. As we are here in New London, Wisconsin on a beautiful sunny afternoon on this beautiful Friday. Now let's give you these starting lineups now for New Richmond. And once again, your starting lineups are brought to you by Associated Bank, where in every market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. Leading things off for New Richmond as they will be facing Peyton Schreiber on the mound for Medford. So in the leadoff spot is Dane Lease. He'll be batting leadoff and playing shortstop, followed by Max Kretovics. He'll be at first base, and Matthew Fuchs. He'll be third in the batting order, and he plays third base. Here's the first pitch to Lease. That one's in there for strike one. Lease, a junior for New Richmond, awaits the second pitch, the delivery. That one's also in the strike zone, and now he's down on the count 0-2. Lease is also a defensive back on the football team out there. The pitch, big swing and a miss, tried to chase that one. And a strikeout is recorded to open up this contest for Peyton Schreiber. With one down, that brings up Max Kretovics, the first baseman for New Richmond. Kretovics, the lefty, awaits the first pitch. Here it is. Fouls that one off of Jackson Bloomberg's helmet, and it's 0-1. Kretovics, the senior, was named to the All-BRC first team in 2025. He was also the player of the year in the conference. And of course, New Richmond went 10-4 in the Big Rivers Conference during the high school season, finished in second place. But they lost to the Superior in the opening round of the WIAA state tournament as here's the pitch. That one is driven through the gap. That's down for a base hit into left field. So Kretovic stands aboard on first base, and that brings up the third baseman and Matthew Fuchs. Schreiber gets a sign. Here's the first pitch. That one's sent to left field. Tracking over there. This could be trouble, and that lands in foul territory. Probably about 10 yards foul in left field. So the count is 0-1 to Fuchs. Fuchs, he's a junior on New Richmond. The pick over is not in time from Schreiber. Over to Gyrol at first. Fuchs is also an offensive lineman on New Richmond's ball team. Here's the pitch to him. Fouls that one, and it's out of play on the third base side. Oh, 0-2 to Fuchs. Schreiber, working from the stretch, looks the runner back. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded into right field. That one got between Castillo and Gyro at second and first, and going all the way to third is Karetovics, and there's runners at the corners with one down.
On first and third, to the left fielder, number 8, Max Dirks.
So Max Dirks, batting cleanup for New Richmond, steps up to the plate. The left fielder has some ducks on the pond for him. The pitch from Schreiber. That one misses low. It's 1-0. Dirks, another senior on this New Richmond team. Here's the 1-0 to him. Swung on, grounded over to third. Picking that one up as Listener fires over to first in time, but a run does score.
Run scores on the ground by ball, Dirks.
So Dirks drives in the opening run of this contest as New Richmond takes a 1-0 lead. That brings up Bennett Scribner. Scribner awaits the pitch. Here it is. That one is missing upstairs, and the count is 1-0. Bennett Scribner was a 2025 All-BRC honorable mention as that pitch misses low once again. Hitters count 2-0. Scribner, the senior, awaits the pitch. There it is, swung on and driven between the third base and shortstop as Robbie's over there to fire it to first, not in time.
Scribner legs off the infield hit.
As Scribner makes it aboard, and once again there's runners at first and third as Fuchs moves all the way down to third.
Number 4,
A pickup, and that one was not in time from Schreiber. And Aiden Eckert, the pitcher for New Richmond, now steps up to the box. The delivery, swung on, driven over to Castillo at second base, tosses it over to first in time, and that does it for the inning. But New Richmond gets on the board as they lead it 1-0 as we have completed one inning of play. We head to the top of the second inning here at Hatton Stadium after this short break. You're watching Zaleski Sports.
High school sports and entertainment, there's nothing like it, you can't contain it. Friday nights with hometown pride, Zaleski Sports is statewide hype. Cameras roll, the crowds go crazy, live stream gold, it's never lazy. Play so big, you'll replay it twice, coverage bold, it's really nice. High school sports and entertainment, there's nothing like it, you can't contain it. Hometown hype, we lift it higher. Zaleski Sports, we bring the fire.
Welcome back to Hatton Stadium, where we have action on Zaleski Sports of the Wisconsin American Legion State AA Tournament. As if you missed it, New Richmond took a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning. Back out there on the mound for New Richmond is Aiden Eckert. And leading things off in this inning for Medford will be the catcher Jackson Bloomberg, followed by Charlie Gyrol and Carson Cabot.
off in the top of the second inning for Medford. Catcher number 4, Charlie. Oh, check that. Catcher number 4, Jackson Blomberg.
So Blomberg is back in the batter's box. Eckert delivers the first pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. Eckert working fast from the stretch as Blomberg fouls that one off, and now he's in the 0-2 hole. The 0-2 delivery. Misses upstairs. Now the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Eckert spins and deals. Misses outside once again, and now the count is even at 2-2. Beautiful day here at Hatton Stadium. Nice and cool as that pitch misses outside. And now Blomberg has worked the count to full. The delivery. Swung on, fouls that one off, first base side, and that will get out of play. Kretovics lost his hat as he was trying to chase after that one.
We're on a schedule here, baby.
Well, we want to thank one of our sponsors in Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthopedics throughout Wisconsin. As that ball is popped up to the shortstop, and Dane Lease, he makes the easy play, and there's one away.
One down for the Medford first baseman, number 52, Charlie Girl.
So that brings up Charlie Giro, the first baseman, as the pitch, that one misses. A little bit of a wild pitch that time from Eckert. Misses the glove of Scribner. And it's 1-0. The delivery. Big swing and a miss that time from Gyrel. Now he's in the 0-2. 1-1, is the count. The pitch. Kind of jumps out of the box that time, but the curveball hits the strike zone. And again, Eckert is working quickly. That one, he bounces it to the plate. That evens the count at 2-2. Gyrel awaits the pitch. There's the delivery. Swung on, driven, little dribbler on the first base line, as Eckert is just going to let that one roll in foul territory and pick it up, and we'll have 2-2 once again. Gyrel, the senior for the Raiders of Medford, was all GNC first team this season during the high school year. As that pitch misses just low. Looked fairly good from this angle. And that was only the third ball of this at-bat. Gyrel thought it was a walk, but now the count is full to him. As Eckert deals. Swung on, driven foul over the top of the press box on the third base side. And again, the battle ensues between Eckert and Gyrel. The pitch to him. Swung on, driven straight back. So Gyrel stays alive. Gyrel led the squad with 15 RBIs during the high school season, and he swings at that one. It's in the dirt, picking that ball up as Scribner throws it over to Kretovics and records the strikeout. So with 2 away, that will bring up the right fielder for Medford.
Next up for Medford, right fielder number 27, Carson Carbaugh.
As Carson Carbaugh takes a couple of practice swings and now steps into the batter's box. Eckhart continues to work fast. Here's the pitch. Drives that one just outside for ball 1. The pitch. Nearly the same location that time, but that one catches the outside of the strike zone. 1-1. Eckhart again works fast. The pitch. Big swing and a miss from Carbaugh. Eckhart is 1 strike away once again for putting up another 0. The delivery. Swung on. That one's belted to center field. Should be an easy play, and it is for Zajac to end the inning. Well, Medford went 3 up and 3 down in their half of that inning, so now we'll turn it over to the bottom half of the second inning where New Richmond will look to increase their 1-0 lead. My name is Jacob Link, and this is American Legion State Tournament Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Welcome back to Hatton Stadium in New London, where it's still a 1-0 contest in this opening game of the 2025 Wisconsin American Legion State Tournament for AA. As the grounder goes over to Harabi at short, tosses it over to first in time for out number 1 as Tanner Jess will begin the bottom of the second with an easy ground out over to Harabi. That brings up Gavin Zajac to the plate, the center fielder for New Richmond. Here's the pitch. That one drops into the strike zone, and it's 0-1. Schreibner working fast for Medford. Zajac fouls that one off, and it's 0-2. Schreiber with the delivery. Swung on and grounded into the glove of Robbie. A beautiful play just to keep that ball in the infield. But he was not going to be able to make that throw over to first, and Zajac ends up with a single.
For an infield hit. Number 9 hitter coming up for New Richmond, second baseman number 23, Brady Semp.
Brady Semp will step into the batter's box, the second baseman batting ninth this afternoon. Zajac takes his lead over at first. The pick over to him is not in time. Schreiber on the mound right now for Medford is a senior. He actually goes to Abbotsford as the pitch is swung on, belted right over to Listener, tosses it over to second for 1. The relay over to first is in time, and a beautiful double play is turned, and went Listener to Castillo to Garrel to end the inning. Well, even though they gave up that hit to Zajac, no damage is done as we head to the top of the third inning. Your score still remains 1-0 Richmond. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hey Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. My name is Jacob Blink as we begin the third inning in the Wisconsin American Legion AA State Tournament. Aiden Eckhart back on the mound for New Richmond. Up in the batter's box is Evan Wilkins for Medford as that first pitch is a strike. The 0-1 count to him. Here's the pitch. That one was a little bit up and inside. That evens the count to 1-1. Eckhart again working fast. The windup and the delivery. Just a little bit low that time. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count to Wilkins. Wilkins, the center fielder for Medford. The delivery, that one is going to get through the gap, and it'll be a single for Wilkins. Nice piece of hitting just to send that one between Lease and Senf at short and second. And the leadoff man is aboard. Sam Heirlmeyer will step up to the plate now. The first pitch to him as he squares to bunt. He did go, and that'll be strike 1. Wilkins takes his lead over at first base. Eckhart gets his sign. From the stretch, there's a delivery as squaring to bunt once again was Heirlmeyer. That time he pulled it back, and it's 1-1. Eckhart gets his sign, looks the runner back, and delivers. That time he bunts it straight back. So 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count to Heirlmeyer. Heirlmeyer had 10 hits in the high school season for Medford. The pitch. That time he squared to bunt, pulled it back, but Eckhart had the curveball, dropped right in the zone, and he struck out looking. That was the first out of the inning, and that brings up Tanner Robbie. So we're back to the top of the order. The first pitch to him drops in there for strike 1. Robbie popped out in foul territory to the catcher last time up in the first inning. The pitch from Eckhart. That one's right down the middle, and immediately Robbie's in the 0-2 hole. Robbie was a unanimous All-GNC First Team honoree in 2024. The pitch swung on, and that one is driven to left field. Has a chance. It's on the warning track, and making that catch is Maxwell Dirks. A nice job by him to record the second out of this third inning.
Ranging a long way on the drive by Harabi. Makes the play.
So that'll bring up Parker Listener, the third baseman for Medford. They still have that runner at first base in Wilkins. And now seems to be a discussion as our umpires will get together and while they discuss that, let's give a shout out to Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Learn more at nicolaybank.com. So nothing changed at all after the discussion. Still over at first base is Wilkins for Medford. As Listener steps up to the plate, the first pitch from Eckhart, as that one is driven to right field. That drops in there. It's going to carry all the way to the corner. Rounding third is Wilkins. Here comes the throw. It's to the plate. He's going to score, and we have a tie game.
Wilkins scored. By Listener.
A beautiful double by Listener, as that one just dropped shallow of Tanner Jess and kind of got away from him, started bouncing towards the right field wall. And still with 2 outs, Medford has a chance now to take the lead. As Peyton Schreiber, the pitcher for Medford, steps up to the batter's box. The first pitch from Eckhart as he pops this one straight up foul territory. Scribner is over there and he makes the catch to end the inning. But more importantly, Medford gets on the board as we are all squared away at 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the third inning here at Hatton Stadium. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back to Hatton Stadium in New London as we begin the bottom half of the third inning with New Richmond up to bat, as leading off for them is Dane Lease. We're back to the top of the order. The first pitch to him is right down the middle for strike one. Peyton Schreiber is back out there on the mound for Medford. The 0-1 delivery to Lease. That one is grounded over to first as Guy picks it up and touches the bag for out one. So with one away, that brings up Max Kredovics, the first baseman for New Richmond. Kredovics had a single back in the first inning and scored the lone run so far for New Richmond. First pitch to him drops low for a ball. The delivery. That one just misses the zone. And it's 2-0. That time, Schreiber finally finds the zone, and it's 1-2. Kredovics, who's at bat right now, hit .456 this past season in high school baseball as he fouls that one away. He was also the Player of the Year in the BRC and was named to the All-State First Team. The pitch swung on. That one is driven through the gap for a base hit. Another nice piece of hitting from Kredovics as he's 2 for 2 this afternoon, and that brings up Matthew Fuchs. First pitch to Fuchs is upstairs for ball one. The pitch from Schreiber. He pops that ball up straight up in the air. Tracking over there is Blumberg, and he makes the catch. And they did record that as there's some discussion, but Kredovics will tag up on that pop out in foul territory. We have some more discussion between our home plate umpires, and Kredovics will still wound up at second base. So with two away, that brings up Maxwell Dirks. Schreiber sets and deals. Swung on, that is driven over that of Robbie at short, and picking that one up is Wilkins. Here comes the throw, it will not be in time, and New Richmond retakes the lead. Kredovics gets all the way from second and scores, and it's 2-1 New Richmond. Bennett Scribner now will step up to the plate as the first pitch to him is low for a ball. Dirks takes his lead at first. The delivery, that one was well inside. And it's 2-0. Schreiber gets a sign. Pauses and deals. Now the count is 3-0. Scribner was 1 for 1 in his previous appearance in the first inning with a single. That pitch does catch the zone, and it's 3-1. Schreiber's delivery. That one is popped up into right field, and making the play is Carbaugh to end the inning. But more importantly, New Richmond retakes the lead off of a nice piece of hitting from Dirks to score Kredovics all the way from second base. So it's 2-1 New Richmond as we head to the top of the fourth inning. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Welcome back to Hatton Stadium right here on Zaleski Sports for the top of the fourth inning in this first game of the 2025 Wisconsin American Legion AA State Tournament. Aiden Eckhart is once again on the mound for New Richmond, who just took a 2-1 lead back in the bottom of the third after some nice hitting as Kredovics was able to score from second base, but now it's Medford's turn to see if they have a response.
Leading off for Medford, second baseman number 2, J.V. Castillo.
J.V. Castillo steps up to the plate to lead things off for Medford. He's 0 for 1 this afternoon. The first pitch to him is driven foul, third base side. Castillo flew out to center field back in the first inning. Eckhart in the full windup, but there's the pitch. It's upstairs, and that evens the count to 1-1. Castillo actually went to Abbotsford High School, but plays for Medford. The delivery swung on, and that one is driven to left field. Should be an easy play for Dirks as he makes the catch for out number 1.
Smash by Castillo, reeled in for out number 1. Next up For Medford, catcher number 4, Jackson Blomberg.
As the catcher, Jackson Blomberg, batting 5th this afternoon, will step up to the plate with one away. The first pitch from Eckhart. Big swing and a miss from Blomberg for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. That one drops in there. A beautiful curveball that time from Eckhart, and it's 0-2. Blomberg is 0 for 1 today. Popped out to short back in the second inning. The delivery. Swing and a miss, and Eckhart records the strikeout for out number 2. Eckhart was an All-State honorable mention this year for New Richmond on the mound. He was 7-0 with a 1.51 ERA during high school play. Charlie Geirel steps up. The lefty watches the first pitch go by him for strike one. Geirel struck out back in the second inning, so he's 0 for 1 today. That pitch is a little dribbler right over to Lease. Lease picks it up, fires over to first, not in time. It was a good scoop by Kredovics just to make sure that ball didn't get away from him as that one was in the dirt. But ending up at first base is Geirel. And with 2 outs, Medford has a runner aboard. That will bring up Carson Carbaugh. The first pitch to Carbaugh. Check swing. He did not go. That pitch was low. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. Eckhart, the lefty, works from the stretch. The pitch. Big swing and a miss from Carbaugh. And that evens the count to 1-1. Carbaugh flew out to center back in the second inning. Eckhart gets his sign. Looks back the runner and delivers right down the middle for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Carbaugh. The delivery from Eckhart. Swing and a miss. And the throw down to first completes the strikeout. That is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Eckhart. And that ends the inning. 3.5 innings are complete here at Hatton Stadium. It remains 2-1 New Richmond as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning after this short break. My name is Jacob Blink, and this is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at medacustom.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports here at Hatton Stadium, as New Richmond is still leading Medford 2-1. Leading things off for New Richmond in the bottom of the 4th is Aiden Eckhart, the pitcher. Eckhart sends that one to right field, but making the play is Carson Carbaugh for out number 1. So with the one away, that brings up Tanner Jess, the right fielder. Jess is 0 for 1. He grounded out to short in the second inning. First pitch from Schreiber. He pops that ball up, and it's going to drop right into Schreiber's glove for out number 2.
Schreiber fields the position. Yields in the pop fly. for out number 2. Next up for New Richmond, center fielder number 4.
So basically 3 pitches, and there's already been 2 outs for Schreiber as Zajac steps up to the plate and watches that one miss the zone. The 1-0 delivery. That one's grounded foul, and that evens things up at 1-1. Zajac is 1 for 1 today with a single in the second inning. Schreiber gets his sign and deals. Swung on that. Oh, sorry, excuse me. That almost hit him. And there's the pitch. That missed the zone as it's up to 3-1 now to Zajac. That one, Zajac almost tosses bat out to the on-deck batter, thinking that it missed the zone, but it did catch part of the zone, and now the count is full. The delivery. That one was in the same location basically as the last one, but that one missed the zone, and Zajac draws a walk.
That brings up the second baseman, number 23, Brady Semp.
The number 9 batter is stepping up to the plate in Brady Zempf. First pitch to Zemp, and that hits him. So suddenly there's now runners at first and second.
Back to the top for the Tigers. Shortstop number 5.
So it looked to be a promising inning for Schreiber on the mound, and after he walked a guy and now hit a guy, with 2 outs, there's a runner in scoring position. Dane Lease will step up to the dish as we're back to the top of the order. The shortstop awaits the first pitch. There it is as he sends this one high in the air. Tracking in is Wilkins from center field, nearly on the infield dirt as he makes the catch for out number 3. So after Schreiber hit a guy and walked a guy, no damage was done. We will head to the top of the 5th inning where it remains 2-1 New Richmond. My name is Jacob Blink, and this is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
Welcome back to the top of the 5th inning here at Hatton Stadium, where it remains 2-1 New Richmond. Leading things off for Medford in the top of the 5th is the shortstop Tanner Harabi. Aiden Eckard remains on the mound for New Richmond as Harabi sends that one high in the air, and that's going to drop just foul. And had Jess coming in from right field and Kretovics running back from first base. Just beyond that foul line, and it's 0-1. We want to thank some of our sponsors. One of those is Infinity Exteriors. Installing a peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unsculpturous contractors, we guarantee quality you can trust. The delivery is that one is inside. It's now 2-1 to Listener. Excuse me, to Harabi. It's now 2-2. This is actually Evan Wilkins, as he strikes out. And yet another strikeout for Aiden Eckert. The pitch to Heirlmeyer is in there for strike one. Eckert works quickly as that delivery is upstairs. Heirlmeyer struck out back in the third inning. Pitch from Eckert. That's a dribbler right back to Fowkes, who turns and fires to first in time. A beautiful scoop from Kretovics. And there's two away.
Scooped up by Kretovics. Two down. Next up for the Raiders. Shortstop, number 5, Tanner Harabi.
Now we're up to Tanner Harabi, the shortstop. So we're back to the top of the order for Medford with 2 down. The pitch to him. That one's in there for strike one. Robbie is 0 for 2 today. Flew out to left field, last time up in the third. That one's low and in the dirt as that evens the count to 1-1. Eckert continues to work quickly. The delivery. That one's outside as Scribner had to jump out and dive for that one. Two and 1 is the count to Harabi. Eckert from the full windup gets a sign and delivers. That one is driven over to Lease at short. The throw over to Kretovics at first is in time. And Eckert goes 1, 2, 3 through the Medford batting order in the 5th inning, as he puts up another 0. It's still 2-1 New Richmond as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning right here on Zaleski Sports. This is American Legion Baseball.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
Welcome back to action from the 2025 Wisconsin American Legion AA State Tournament right here on Zaleski Sports. It remains 2-1 New Richmond as we begin the bottom of the 5th inning as Max Kretovics leads things off for the Tigers as he belts this one deep to right field on the warning track, and actually making the catch will be Wilkins for out number 1.
Out there in center field by Evan Wilkins.
So with the 1 away, that brings up Fowkes, Matthew Fowkes.
Next up, number 24, Matt Fowkes.
Fowkes had a single back in the 1st inning and popped up to the catcher his last time up. First pitch he sees is grounded over to Gyro, who tosses it over to Schreiber. Schreiber steps on the mound for out number, steps on first base, for out number 2.
Bringing up left fielder number 8, Max Dirks.
With two away, Max Dirk steps into the batter's box, sends that one on the first pitch he sees over to Listener at third. The throw over to first is in time, and a 1-2-3 inning for Peyton Schreiber on the mound for Medford. The score remains 2-1. New Richmond on top as we will head to the top of the sixth inning. This is American Legion Baseball at the state tournament for the AA level right here on Zaleski Sports.
High school sports and entertainment, there's nothing like it, you can't contain it. Hungry. Friday nights with hometown pride, Zaleski Sports is statewide hype. Cameras roll, the crowds go crazy, live stream gold, it's never lazy. Play so big, you'll replay it twice, coverage bold, it's really nice. High school sports and entertainment, there's nothing like it, you can't contain it. Hungry. Hometown hype, we lift it higher. Zaleski Sports, we bring the fire.
Welcome back to Hatton Stadium in New London, where it remains New Richmond on top 2-1 over Medford. Medford will begin the top of the sixth inning with Parker Listener stepping up to the plate. Last time up in the third, he had a double. As Eckhart is once again on the mound for New Richmond. The first pitch to Listener drops low for a ball. Listener batted .413 during the high school season. As that one drops in the strike zone, it's 1-1. Eckhart gets a sign. Here's the 1 delivery. Belted foul off the wall on the first base side. It's now 1-2. Listener was a 2025 American Legion All-Star this season. And here's the pitch to him. Swung on, grounded right back to Eckert, who turns and tosses it over to first for out number 1.
Pitcher's doing a nice job of fielding their positions this afternoon. Next up for Medford.
I want to give a thank you to some of our sponsors here between batters. Mutual of Wausau. Mutual Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Peyton Schreiber is up there right now. Eckhart, wheels and deals. Schreiber sends that one in foul territory, first base side, and that one's going to get out for a 0-2 count. Schreiber was walked back in the first inning and popped out to the catcher last time up in the third. Here's the pitch from Eckhart. That one is right down the middle, caught him looking. Another strikeout for Aiden Eckhart. There's 2 down now for Medford, and J.V. Castillo will step into the batter's box, the righty. Castillo is 0 for 2, flew out to center in the first, flew out to left field in the fourth. The pitch, first pitch he sees is popped up in foul territory, first base side, and that one's going to go off the glove of Kretovics as he slides in the grass. Hopefully he's okay on that play. It started started going towards that wall on the first base side, then cut back. I don't know if the wind took it a little bit or what, but started going back behind Kretovics as he tried to slide and make the play. It went off of his glove, but the count will be 0-1 to Castillo. Castillo is another guy who went to Abbotsford High School. but he still plays for Medford. Eckhart fires. Swing and a miss from Castro. And Aiden Eckhart is once again a pitch away from a clean inning. From the full windup, Castillo follows that one off behind home plate. And it remains 0-2. Eckhart wheels and deals. Swung on. Back to Eckhart. And a line out right to him. A comebacker through the air. A nice stab by Eckhart. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Aiden Eckhart and New Richmond as they put up another 0 on that board. New Richmond still leads it 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
We begin the bottom half of the 6th inning here on Zaleski Sports with action from the 2025 American Legion State Tournament for the AA level. Leading things off for New Richmond as they remain in the lead in this one, 2-1 over Medford. Be Bennett Scribner. The first pitch to him is popped up in the air as Geirel moves over in foul territory and makes the catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Aiden Eckhart, for New Richmond, who has looked fantastic out there on the mound, has only allowed 1 run so far. The pitch from Schreiber is low for ball 1. Eckhart is 0 for 2 this afternoon as that pitch is right down the middle. And the throw back from the catcher just misses Schreiber a little bit. Count is 1-1 to Eckhart. Eckhart, last time up, flew out to right field. Check swing that time from Eckhart. Thought about going, held it back, and it's 2-1. Now Schreiber works fast. That pitch is driven foul, and it's 2-2. The pitch. This is upstairs, and Eckhart has worked the count to full. Again, Schreiber works quickly. The delivery. That one is low, and Aiden Eckhart draws a walk.
Eckhart draws the walk. Next up for the Tigers, right fielder number
So with a runner on first base for New Richmond, and they are still leading 2-1, that brings up Tanner Jess, the right fielder. Jess is 0 for 2 this afternoon. Popped out to the pitcher last time up in the 4th. The first pitch to him is in there for strike 1. Eckhart takes his lead over at first. Schreiber looks him back. From the stretch, the pitch. Swung on. I think that one hit Schreiber on its way through. Stepping on the bag is Robbie. Fire over to first is in time. What a double play turn. That one hit off of the backside of Schreiber. Robbie was there to step on the bag. Fired it over to Geirel in time. And a nice double play is turned by Medford. The score remains 2-1, New Richmond on top as we head to the top of the 7th. The last opportunity for Medford to tie this game or even take the lead. New Richmond on top, like I said, 2-1. This is American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hey Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Well, this will be the last opportunity for Medford to either tie or take the lead as we start the top of the 7th inning here at Hatton Stadium in this first game of the 2025 Wisconsin American Legion AA State Tournament. Aiden Eckhart will look to close this contest out on the mound as Jackson Blomberg will lead things off for Medford. Big thank you to our sponsors, including Fleet Farm. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Eckhart from the full windup. Here's the delivery. Blomberg fouls that ball away for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. That one's missing upstairs. That even was the count to 1-1. Blomberg is 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the 4th and popped down to short in the 2nd. The delivery, that one is swung on, and that one is going to be fly ball over to right field as Tyner Jess is there to make the catch. And there's one away.
Riding up to the plate for the Medford Raiders. Number 52, first baseman, Charlie Girl.
Charlie Girl will step up to the plate for Medford. First pitch to him is driven foul third base side, and it's 0-1. Eckhart works fast. The delivery. That one's in there for strike 2. Right down the middle that time from Eckhart. Eckhart gets his sign. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout recorded by Aiden Eckhart, and there's 2 away. Beautiful curveball that time from Eckhart. And that brings up Carson Carbaugh, the right fielder for Medford. Carbaugh is 0 for 2 this afternoon, struck out in the 4th inning. Eckhart's first pitch to him, check swing, and it went off the bat that time and knocks that one foul as it's 0-1. Eckhart wheels and deals. A beautiful curveball that drops right in the zone, and it's 0-2. Here's Eckhart with the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Aiden Eckhart with his second strikeout of this inning. And that ends this contest. A masterful pitching performance from Aiden Eckhart. And New Richmond comes away with the 2-1 victory over Medford in the opening game of the 2025 AA American Legion State Tournament. We want to thank all of our sponsors here on Zaleski Sports for helping us with this contest, including Grassland. Finding rewarding and exciting career opportunities at Grassland. Be a part of the gold standard in water production with Grassland. More information at grassland.com. And thank you to Culligan. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration needs. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Once again, your final score here is New Richmond 2 and Medford 1. And we will step aside for a short break right here on Zaleski Sports with action from the American Legion State Tournament.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.